What is the temperature inside a conduit located on a rooftop in sunlight? You might be interested to know that it can be more than 60 degrees Fahrenheit higher than the outdoor temperature. We became curious about this temperature differential when inspectors came to us and told us that even in the cooler climates like the Northwest and New England, conduits located in the sunlight got hot. They also told us they did not have all the necessary tools to apply the code with certainty, specifically NEC Article 310 and Table 310.16. These code sections require that conductors be adjusted for ambient temperatures so as not to exceed their rated ampacity when under load. In general, NEC 310 states that conductors cannot exceed the temperature that they are rated for, specifically 194 F or 90 degrees C. The Rooftop Temperature Testing Laboratory performed research to determine the temperatures inside conduits which are located on rooftops in sunlight. This research was then published in a peer-reviewed IEEE Transactions paper and also certified by an independent, nationally recognized testing laboratory. The research discovered the following. If you know the outdoor temperature and you know the height of the conduit above the roof, you can determine the interior conduit temperature, which is the ambient temperature to which the insulation is subjected. The temperature rise inside the conduit for 0 to ½ inch above the roof is 60 degrees Fahrenheit above the outdoor temperature. The temperature rise inside the conduit for ½ inches to 3½ inches above the rooftop is 40 degrees Fahrenheit above the outdoor temperature. The temperature rise inside the conduit for 3½ inches to 12 inches above the rooftop is 30 degrees Fahrenheit above the outdoor temperature. And the temperature rise inside the conduit for 12 to 36 inches above the rooftop is 25 degrees Fahrenheit above the outdoor temperature. The most important temperature consideration of a given geographical location is not its average temperature, but its temperature on the hottest days of the year. Therefore, this research applies to any place that reaches more than 90 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer, which is most of North America. Code already requires adjustment for ambient temperature when it differs from 30 degrees centigrade, on which the Table 310.16 is based. If you know the conduit's height above the rooftop, you can now accurately determine the ambient temperature inside the conduit when exposed to sunlight. In designing an electrical system, we don't initially know whether we will need to upsize a conductor or raise the conduit to a higher elevation to satisfy the code. Intuition is not enough to determine these things. A calculation must be performed in order to accurately determine whether corrections or adjustments are necessary.